Good morning. Hey. Psst. Psst. Psst.
More connection. Oh.
Good morning.
Morning.
And you've been busy and doing well.
I've been editing, yeah. Trying my best to catch up with the vlogs now. Finally, Premiere Pro is working again decently without crashing every time. Seriously, it is saving me like 4 or 5 hours, at least for one vlog. Now I can go back to saying that I'm the fastest editor in the West.
Guys, I don't know if you remember, but we are back in Schiller Park. That's basically where we did the German village food tour thing. And I'm trying to show those two, but we have to walk a bit, so... New shoes. Yay! Okay, I could mention the thing you do with new shoes to make them new boots. You know that? No, not that one.
Kiss inside?
Yes, that one.
A very good morning to you guys. It is still morning, technically speaking. I've been working all morning because I woke up decently on time. I think I'm finally on a decent rhythm for now. We'll see how long I can keep that up. No, I'm so happy that I finally fixed Premiere Pro. I've tried it for nearly 2 days to delete stuff, reinstall stuff. I have no clue what was actually causing most of the problems, and I think it was a couple of the plugins that Sarah and I use for bigger projects, not for the vlogs, but for the projects we use certain color programs and other doohickeys that basically make our lives a little bit easier. And I think that partially because I didn't update Premiere Pro, that might have been causing some problems. But it was extremely difficult to get that working, so it is now working, and I actually already finished 2 vlogs. One is already up and the other one is actually waiting, so that's a good thing. That means that I can finally catch up by myself without needing Sarah's help all the time. Anyway, that is just a good start of the day if you ask me.
Now the world famous Schmitz, where we didn't go in last time. That's the back side. Hey Do, you like the music, right?
Yes. Feels like home.
Wow.
No, just kidding.
Maybe.
No.
Here in the Netherlands we have a thing called Sinterklaas, which is basically Christmas, but the original version of it. Back in the day when the immigrants went to America, they changed it and made it into Christmas what it is nowadays, like a commercialism thing, which is what it literally is. It's nothing more than commercialism. But the original story behind it is that Sinterklaas, or Sint Nicolaas, is a saint. On his travels, he basically helped out children. I think also prostitutes, something along the lines of that. I might be a little bit mistaken by that, but that's what I remembered from my history lessons that I had in school. And I have to say that I loved history, so I paid attention in that subject. That's probably the only subject that I had actual fun in, because I could talk about it with the teacher, and it was just a lot of fun conversation. In the past couple of days, I've seen a lot of things popping up on my Facebook, because I have a lot of Dutch friends on there too, that basically are complaining with the fact that there is a group of people that say that Zwarte Piet, Sinterklaas's helper, is racist. Reason being is because Sinterklaas's helper, Zwarte Piet, or how it is translated in English, Black Piet, is basically a lot of white people dressed up as a black person with fancy clothing. I'll put a picture up so you can see what I mean. The most confusing part of it is that now even the UN is bothering us Dutch people with the fact that they also think that it is racism, which it isn't, because the origin of Zwarte Piet is that he was someone who was in service, and later in cartoons and how culturally stuff changes over the years, he became how he is now. He's basically a very jolly, happy helper that basically gives candy out and presents to the children on December 5th, which is St. Nicolaas, his birthday.
We're back at Lindy's. We're having brunch. It's so funny, Tori is showing every time. Yeah, nice. Bacon. Even the restrooms are cool, and Cola is a German name. Normally this is closed and that's open, so if you do that, it's stuck. So it's the other way around. Let's see. Yep, it's basically mirrored. And today I'm wearing my Hogwarts t-shirt. I couldn't decide. And my daddy's shoes. Let's go! We had a fun story. Well, it's not fun for the waitress because she gave us the check and we were like, That's weird. She gave us the first one, which was like 40 something. And then when we had to sign it, it's basically 18. And we're like, oh, something went wrong here. We actually told her and she was so grateful that we told her. Yeah. Just imagine her having to pay that from her low salary. Okay. That happens if you walk on streets like this.
Ah, the French toast was awesome. Yeah, it was really good.
And I know that there have been always protests against everything because that's how we are. But still, it is just very confusing to me that the UN is currently saying that it should be cancelled, that it should not exist anymore, without probably even really knowing the history behind it. And I know that a lot of Dutch people are currently protesting it like crazy. There has even been a protest yesterday that got out of hand. Wow, something new. I just get very angry with and confusing about that, since it is something cultural that has nothing bad in it. It is all meant well because it is for kids. It has turned into a cultural thing that is more about educating children how to behave properly, be a good kid, and you get presents and candy. And if you misbehave, you don't get anything. And a little gag that they have always told is like, you get put into Zwarte Piet's bag where he has always presents and candy in, and you have to go to Spain because that's where Sinterklaas and Zwarte Piet lives.
Hey Dory, look, your hometown. Are you missing Bavaria already? Yeah, people call 1888 Munich 0. We've just been to the macaroon place and bought 3 different ones for later. And look, hey, hooker. How much? Look, German, American, German, bookstore. And guess what? Dory found Wi-Fi. Yes, that's how we operate. We stop and make pictures, and we also stop and use the Wi-Fi.
And if you're like, holy shit, there is a lot of words and I have no clue what he's saying anymore, it's confusing, I suggest Google that shit and look it up on Wikipedia, because I'm pretty sure that Sinterklaas is something that even is translated into English, and there should be a lot of information out there. The thing that I'm more curious about is that I wonder if any of you guys who don't live in the Netherlands actually know about this problem that we have been having. I know that it is a typical Dutch thing to have Sinterklaas, but I'm curious if the discussion actually reached outside of the Netherlands. Well, I know one thing for certain, that is that the Dutch people will refuse to not celebrate it. It's our culture, it's part of our thing as the Dutch. It's just really confusing and kind of angering in a way. I don't know, it's just something that has been bothering me, and I didn't want to make a separate video about it. I just like you guys' opinion, because I like to see some other opinions about it other than the thing that I see in my Facebook feed.
It's time for Urban Outfitter. We couldn't stop it. They did it. I found the perfect sweater. West. Bow ties are cool, especially when they're an Urban Outfitter. That's a fact. Me once. Ho ho ho. $5, by the way. Yes, Urban Outfitting is not expensive, cheap. You know what I mean. This is a book for me. I love lists. And they actually give you stuff like this, habits to break. Where's the other one? Like countries I want to go to, list of dream jobs. What does the fox say? Damn, I'm on a pillow. Ooh, my Miley Cyrus. That's actually kind of cool because none of them are the same. They always look different. Me once. And here, the selfie. Who do we want to be? You know, if you grow your hair, you don't need this. Okay, last thing.
It is good to have a conversation about the whole Zwarte Piet thing, as long as they don't touch my candy, because other than Christmas, Sinterklaas has awesome candy. Chocolate, paper note, which is basically just sort of mini biscuit type thing. Ah, these are so good. As long as they don't touch that, I will not complain.
Dory found something. It's good for the kindergarten. Awesome.
No, stop.
Can you dance then?
No.
Why not?
No.
Don't be a chicken. I dare you. No? Okay. We just went to Upload Closet
at Kentucky.
What?
Starbucks.
Oh yeah, me too. There was how many? 10?
Yeah. Feels like 20.
It feels like 20, yeah. I feel the same way. And Once Upon a Child, and I keep on bitching about bringing back the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Maybe I'm getting used to it. It's not as bad anymore. Okay, last stop for now, Aldi. I want to see the reactions.
I know that I talk too much in long lengths. That's just how I am, but I wanted to share this with you guys really quick because you've seen my circly thing on my desk at some point or another. But basically now I have this. This is basically my softbox, and I didn't put the cover on it with the reflective silver inside. The circle diffuser didn't really work that well for me because it was constantly falling off. And this is actually how it's meant to be. Like it's on the light. I don't want to be blinded, so this is kind of good actually. I use it for live streams and such. And now I'm actually thinking why I didn't do that before, because it looks really nice still without being intrusive.
And now we're cooking. More or less. Apparently those are American red carrots and they taste different. Or not. And my mom is trying to kill me with a knife. Yeah. Hello.
This is a wonderful college.
Yesterday we bought a lot of Lindt chocolate and we're eating one of those and they're like this. They have white chocolate in the middle and normal chocolate around. Bootai. So I think we do a little giveaway. Leave us a comment. What do you like about Halloween? And we send some of those bastards out to you.
Yeah, delicious.
We started with this. And we finish with this. Enjoy! Bye guys, good night.